What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Let's Play with Nevs. This time we're going to be playing through Assassin's Creed 3, one of my favorite game series of all time. I've played about the first hour of this game and it's shaping up to be one of the best in the series. I'm just going to jump into a single player game here. If you haven't seen the opening, it has one of the best recaps that any of the games have had so far. So let's do this. New game! I'm just gonna go with my default.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Epic. So yeah, that pretty much summed up everything that happened in the previous games. Pretty well. And this is where we left off in the previous game. I guess we're here.
We're here. Let's go.
All right. Time to go explore this cave. I think we are now in America. I'm not totally sure. think the graffiti is a nice touch. Put the ball in the hole. Works every time.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
What a cruddy door. No going back now. I don't know why it jumps me forward like that. Guess it's unimportant.
I think we're here.
This is one useful apple. Whee! I lost my light! Pick it up. Or not. That's cool too. Alright, so I can't sprint. Snap. Yeah, it's the Triforce.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Oh, he just pulled a Frodo.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right.
Sounds good.
What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Charge! Alright, so we got some climbing mechanic tutorials. Climbing mechanics are still pretty much the same as they were in the previous games.
Okay, Desmond, let's practice climbing on these objects.
Combat system is a little bit different, but we haven't gotten to that yet. But they really seem to have improved everything in this game that was lacking in previous installments. Yep. Yep. We made it.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Not too shabby. Whoa. Getting a little ahead of myself there.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Get him!
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
It's an awesome aerial assault. Shit. Yeah. Just gotta keep on trucking.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Cool. And no, I am not going for 100% synchronization. I'm sure someone will ask.
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
I'm just gonna go in this here door.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Well, that wasn't very nice. It's okay, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Indeed. I'm just gonna come in here and grab a seat. That's a
Good
Little
evening,
Royale.
sir. This way, please.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
My apologies.
Good sir, you are blocking my way.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Not yet. But in Eagle Vision, I probably can. It's our target.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity. Both
I already have.
And for.
I don't want anything to do with that
We
thing.
should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
So, Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters.
I'm just gonna have to find a way around.
As
1,000
very
pardons.
active and industrious,
My apologies.
You may satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve.
It's funny that no one notices me doing this.
For Tom Gag.
I mean, those people down there could totally see me.
Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. So I can get more by her staying in.
Betty have brought more goods into our lot a year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her on, she may, in the common course of business, live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end bastards his flight.
Just gotta follow these markers. Keep climbing.
Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be gotten by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. Because to her others,
Here we go. Lock picking. Alright, so we're going to use the left stick to locate the tension point. Right there. And then use the right stick. Rotate it. And then press R repeatedly to break it. Yup. Oh. This is some risky business.
Stage fright.
A little Dutch courage.
Oh. I think we can manage. Yeah. Here's our man.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
It's a pretty unbloody affair right there. Yeah, just gonna get out of this general area pretty quick. Everyone's freaking out.
That man there! Seize him!
Oh.
Whatever's happened?
But I've done no wrong. I swear.
Oh my!
Just gonna walk a little faster. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Patience, please!
Just gonna push you out of my way.
Order!
Gotta get out of this opera house.
What are those?
There's a killer about. I'm staying where it's safe.
I think it was Professor Plum in the ballroom with the wrench.
Move! Move!
Hey!
Imbecile? Who are you yelling at? Me?
Where are you going?
I'm searching over here. You search down there. Very well. If you find anyone, give a shout.
Just gonna walk out the front door like a boss.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them.
A nuke.
They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command. Although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Mission accepted. Alright, so we finished sequence 1. Mission complete. And I got full sync. I'm sure that won't always be the case, but that is the case for this part. Just gonna run around in circles. Go!